Imagine being forced to prove your worth not in a studio, but on a stage, literally fighting for your creative soul through sweat, guitar solos, and the roar of a live crowd. That's exactly what Bruce Springsteen was doing in 1976, trapped in a legal nightmare that turned his life upside down. Here's the thing, when you're an artist, your greatest weapon isn't a contract, it's your ability to connect with people. And Springsteen? He weaponized that connection with such ferocity that even his most grueling tour became a masterclass in resilience. Personally, I think this story is a reminder that sometimes, the obstacles that seem like roadblocks are actually the fuel that makes your art burn brighter. Let me break this down. You see, Springsteen wasn't just avoiding a lawsuit, he was dodging a career-ending crisis. His manager, Mike Apple, had him legally barred from recording with his trusted producer, John Landor. So what did he do? He didn't sit around waiting for a court decision. He hit the road, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. And here's where it gets fascinating. He didn't just play shows, he turned every performance into a declaration of independence. The Chicken Scratch Tour? That's not just a funny name, it's a metaphor for how chaotic and desperate those early gigs were. But guess what? That chaos birthed some of his most raw, unfiltered music. I mean, can you imagine writing a song like Something in the Night while dodging legal threats and financial ruin? It's like the universe handed him a blank page and said, write your truth, or die trying. Now, let's talk about that Monmouth Arts Center residency. To most people, it was just another gig. But to Springsteen, it was a lifeline. Selling out 9,000 tickets in 1976. That's not just a box office number, it's a statement. He was proving to himself, and to anyone who doubted him, that his music had legs. And here's the kicker, he didn't even care about the money. He told the reporter, there's no money in it though. But I think he knew something we all forget, when you play for your hometown, the real reward isn't the paycheck, it's the electricity in the air when you see your fans' faces light up. It's the moment you realize you're not just performing, you're part of something bigger. That's why, even today, when he plays at the Count Basie Center, it feels like coming home. And then there's The Promise. Oh, that song. I've listened to it 1,000 times, but the version he played in Red Bank. That's the real deal. The way he swapped Thunder Road for It's a Loser isn't just a lyric change, it's a confession. It's like he's saying, yeah, I had dreams, but they got crushed. And I'm still carrying the weight of it. What makes this really interesting is how personal it feels. You can almost hear the bitterness in his voice, the anger at being betrayed. But here's the thing, Springsteen never lets his pain define him. He channels it into something universal. That's why The Promise resonates with so many people. It's not just about him, it's about anyone who's ever felt let down by someone they trusted. Let's step back for a second. This wasn't just a series of shows, it was a turning point. Before Monmouth, Springsteen was a regional legend. After? He was a force of nature. The legal battle with Apple forced him to confront his vulnerabilities, and in doing so, he became more powerful. Think about it, when you're stripped of your tools, you're forced to dig deeper. And Springsteen? He dug so deep he found the core of his artistry. Today, when we watch him perform, we're not just seeing a rock star, we're seeing a man who turned adversity into a masterpiece. So next time you hear Something in the Night or The Promise, remember, that music was born in a courtroom, forged on a tour bus, and perfected in a New Jersey theater. And that, my friends, is the real story of how legends are made.